Hello, this is Lakeysha Leonard, your business coach and trainer. And today we are talking about the 3 steps to master your social media presence. This is a very important step because in today's marketplace, having a social media presence or even just being on social media is going to greatly affect your business. So let's get started. The first step is to master your social media content. The content should be valuable and also reflective of your brand. By valuable, we mean that it should offer your audience some sort of substance, something that you offer them, it should give it to them. The value in your content is going to be similar to maybe how to do something or defining something or sharing content that is useful to your audience. And when we say reflective of your brand, we simply mean that in your writing, in your tone, in your presence or the way that it reads, the cliche type words that you may use, all of that should be reflective of who you are and how you want your audience to see you, how you want them to feel when they read your content. It should be very much so the same as if they were to speak with you live or in person. Then there's 2 types of content. There's original content, and then there's other people's content, or OPC as some would say. Original content is just that. It's original to you. You wrote it. It's what you want to share. It's in your own words. So it's your content. It's original. And other people's content is, again, just that. It's shared from other people. You may provide a link to someone else's post or a link to their page. You may say a quote and then put the author's name there. It's still other people's content. I do caution you, however, that when you're getting started on social media, that you try to use as little as possible of OPC. Reason being because you're trying to get your audience used to you and your brand. You want them to find your content valuable. You want them to know that you can deliver good content. And here are some types of content. There's text, and that's just simply the words that you type. There are blog posts. You can share your blog posts onto your social media sites. There are videos. Videos are really big right now. Should always use videos. And then there are images. People love images. They love words on pictures. And then you have other things like infographics and just all sorts of things. So you want to try to mix it up, but you still want to be yourself. If you're only using 2 types of content, then that's okay. You don't have to use every single type of content. But I do believe that you should try your best to do videos. It's a great way to allow your audience to be reflective of your brand and who you are. Step 2, master social media communication. Now, we know that communicating online can be somewhat tricky a little bit sometimes. But the main thing here when we talk about mastering communication is to just be social. It's social media. So be social and interact with your audience. You can do that by asking questions and responding to their comments. So you have to be aware of what's going on your Facebook page or your Twitter feed or your Instagram or even your videos, your YouTube videos. So you want to give yourself time to be able to ask questions to the audience and also respond to their comments. Now, being able to do that The reason why you have to master this is because it's going to automatically build trust and credibility. That is the best way to do it. Your audience will love the idea that you're human, you're actually interacting with them, and it won't feel so what's the word? It won't feel so automated. So make sure that you're responding and you're interacting and you're being social, so that you can get the trust that you need from your audience. And step three. Now, step three, in my opinion, is the very, very, very most important. That's to master social media consistency. You can do content very well and you can communicate out of this world. But if you're not consistent, you won't get very far with social media. So, to master consistency, this is what you need to do first. Consider your availability. How available are you to be able to provide your content and communicate with your audience? And you need to be realistic. There really is no magic number as long as you're consistent. If you're going to be posting once per day, then you need to make sure you're posting every single day. Just be aware that you want to make sure that you're available. If you're just starting out in business and you're still working a day job or another job, then take that into consideration. How much time are you going to have to really interact on social media? Another thing that will help you schedule out your availability is to use a social media calendar. There are a lot of calendars out there that you can use, and it's not so much a calendar like the days of the week, but it's more of a spreadsheet that outlines your schedule. So you need to determine how many posts do you want to make per day, and at what times do you want to make those posts. And then you probably should go ahead and include some topics for each of those posts and maybe even a blurb of what you're going to say. Now, this one is also really big. That's to schedule your post. You can schedule your post directly on Facebook through your Facebook fan page. You simply create your post and then schedule it instead of posting it. There are also other sites outside of social media that allow you to schedule your post, like Buffer. Now, we've talked about the 3 steps, but let me just quickly tell you what are the benefits of doing all of these steps. What are the benefits of social media presence? Well, the first benefit is going to increase your brand awareness and your loyalty from your audience. They're going to get to know who you are and what you stand for and what you have to offer and what they can buy from you by the consistency and the communication and the content on your social media sites. And then it's going to give you better insight about your target market. You're going to be able to tell things like what times of day are the best times to post because of how many people are interacting with you during those times. You're also going to be able to tell what your target audience is most interested in by the feedback they give you on what you post. And depending on what you're offering, you're also going to be able to tell what other things your people, your audience are into. And here's the kicker: higher conversion rates. You want a high conversion rate because you want to know that all of your efforts are not only sending people back to your website, but it's also creating sales for you. That is very important because, after all, you're in business to make a profit. And with all of this, you're going to be able to master social media in just those 3 steps. I hope you have enjoyed watching. Thank you very much. And you can join the discussion at www.lakeysha.leonard.com. Thanks and have a great day.